Good morning and thank you for joining us on Golden Sunrise National and World News. In the headlines, President Tinubu declines assent to NDLEA Act Amendment Bill. Over 100 groups write INEC, seek registration of new political parties. Senate passes 1.485 trillion naira Rivers State 2025 budget. PDP reinstates Mr. Anyanwu as National Secretary. Governor Diri says Bayelsa practices full local government autonomy, inaugurates upgrades health center in Bissani. On a foreign scene, U.S. Marine sentenced to 7 years over sexual assault in Japan. Details coming up shortly.
We play great music.
Hit music. Hit music.
And everything golden. On 97.5 Golden FM.
Many thanks once again for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. I am Moye Steve. Now the details. President Bola Tinubu has declined to sign the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) Amendment Bill 2025, recently passed by the National Assembly. In a letter addressed to the Senate and read during plenary on Wednesday by Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President said President Tinubu cited constitutional grounds for his decision, referencing Section 58, subsection 4 of the 1999 Constitution. The President explained that the primary reason for withholding assent is that the bill proposes granting the NDLEA the power to retain a portion of the proceeds from drug-related crimes, a departure from the current legal framework. He clarified that under existing law, all proceeds from crime must be deposited into the confiscated and forfeited properties account. Meanwhile, the Senate has passed the 2025 budget of Rivers State, totaling 1.485 trillion naira, following the third reading of the appropriation bill on the Senate floor on Wednesday. The passage came after the upper chamber considered the report of the ad hoc committee on Rivers State during the Committee of Supply session. The bill seeks to authorize the issuance of over 1.4 million naira from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of Rivers State for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2025. The Rivers State 2025 budget will now proceed for assent and implementation. In another development, there was commotion on the floor of the Senate following the screening and approval of Mr. Michael Ode as chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC. Mr. Ode is a non-indigent of Rivers State. His appointment drew strong objections from several opposition lawmakers. Senator Ali Ndume, who spoke against the appointment, referenced the federal character principle and urged the Senate to consider local sensibilities.
If today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from. Federal character, section 14.3, reflects that we should not, as a Senate, just approve or think that what is being done is not against the Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by more than Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by the conscience. We are the highest decision-making body in this country politically. Please, I beg you in the name of God, because the history will be there.
Senator Tahir Mongono, the chief whip, however, defended the nomination, arguing that no constitutional infraction had occurred.
There is no constitutional prohibition. As a Nigerian, you can take up appointment anywhere. We are not talking about morality or public policy or something. We are talking about the Constitution, which is the grand norm of the land. And we are bound by the Constitution. And we sought to uphold the Constitution, which is what we are doing.
Senator Okweyemi Bamidele, the Senate leader who also chairs the ad hoc committee on Rivers State emergency rule, called for calm and urged his colleagues to treat the matter based on constitutional merit rather than political sentiment.
But for the record, out of the 7 nominees, 6 are from Rivers State, the members. The chairmanship nominee from Cross River. And we said, you are eminently, eligible, you are qualified. But are you not disqualified by the virtue of the fact that you are not a resident or a registered voter in Rivers State? And the nominee was very clear that there's no section of the Constitution that disqualifies him from holding that position. We did not stop there, sir. We put it on hold. We consulted. And by the following day, the committee receives decided cases by the judiciary.
Despite the friction, when put to a voice vote, an overwhelming majority adopted the report, confirming the appointment of the chairman and members of RISEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has revealed that the commission has so far received letters of intent from 110 associations seeking registration as political parties ahead of the 2027 general election. Professor Mahmood Yakubu, INEC chairman, made the disclosure on Wednesday during the Commission's second quarterly consultative meeting with media executives held in Abuja. The INEC chairman said that as of June 23, the Commission had received the letters and was diligently processing them in accordance with electoral laws and guidelines. Addressing concerns about impartiality, Professor Yakubu emphasized the Commission's commitment to fairness. The new parties seeking registration also include All Democratic Alliance, ADA. Among those linked to the party are Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, former governors of Kaduna, and Chief Rotimi Amechi, his Rivers counterpart, Senator David Mark, former Senate President, and others. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has reinstated Mr. Samuel Anyanwu as the National Secretary of the party. Alhaji Umar Damagum, the acting national chairman of the party, announced the reinstatement at a news conference in Abuja. The decision to reinstate the national secretary of the party followed the meeting with Professor Mahmood Yakubu, the INEC chairman, on Tuesday. The party has also suspended its planned National Executive Committee NEC meeting scheduled for June 30th, and instead, the planned meeting will be an expanded caucus. The conference was attended by Governor Bala Muhammad, the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, and Senator Bukola Saraki, the former Senate President. Two lawmakers in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly have yet to defect from the People's Democratic Party, despite 24 of their colleagues switching allegiance to the All Progressives Congress. The two lawmakers, Honorable Sunday Johnny and Honorable Udwa Kobong Ekbo Ufot, said to be loyalists of former Governor Udom Emmanuel, who has maintained silence since his successor, Governor Umoina, defected to the APC. Honorable Udeme Otong, Speaker of the House, disclosed during Tuesday's plenary that 24 out of the 26 members had formally defected to the APC, citing divisions within the People's Democratic Party's national leadership. The Speaker urged all lawmakers to remain focused on their legislative responsibilities, regardless of party affiliation. The National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, has denied claims that it extended the service year of Lagos Corps member Ms. Rita Ogwamaye, popularly known as Raye, over her viral criticism of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Recall that Ms. Raye had described the president as a terrible leader and lamented economic hardship and poor living conditions in Lagos via her TikTok account. She later alleged that NYSC officials threatened her and asked her to delete the video, prompting public figures like Mr. Omoyele Sowore to vow to protest if her service was unjustly extended. However, NYSC officials insist that no decision on extension can be made until a corps member is due to pass out, and Ms. Ogwamaye herself has not confirmed any extension publicly. Now, you're listening to the Golding Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golding FM Yanagwa. Now, still to come, more news. Please stay tuned.
Turn
up the volume.
You're listening to 97.5 Golden FM,
Pay attention.
where every moment is golden.
You may learn something.
This is 97.5 Golden FM.
Yo.
The gold standard of radio.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the Golding Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golding FM. And now for the rest of the bulletin. Governor Doye Diri has urged the people of Kolokuma-Opokuma local government area to take advantage of the technical colleges established by his administration, as he expressed concern regarding the low enrollment of students in the local government area LGA. Now, Governor Diri made these remarks during his ongoing thank you tour at the newly constructed pavilion in Kayama, the headquarters of the Kolokuma-Opokuma Council area. While emphasizing that his administration focuses on infrastructure development, the governor noted that it is equally committed to addressing unemployment by offering skilled education opportunities for Bayelsans.
It's a paradigm shift in education. Every local government, we have established a science and technical and vocational college. And so I want us to take advantage of it. In fact, I was very surprised last year when I was told that the school in my local government at St. Paul, that the population was far less than every other school. Because of that, they have to now go and bring in overpopulated schools in Swale to come and fill the position meant for Kolokuma people. This year, I pray that that does not repeat itself. Because if you don't send your children there, we will take from our neighboring local governments. So the quota will be filled by people from other local government areas. So don't allow others to come and fill your positions. So please, I'm only using this opportunity to appeal to my brothers, to my sisters, to our fathers and our mothers to make use of the opportunity that we have.
In another development, Governor Diri has again said the state government does not tamper with funds accruing to local government councils in the state, as they all enjoy full autonomy. Speaking at Bissini in Yanagwa local government area during the inauguration of a 30-bed primary health center built by the council, Governor Diri insisted that his administration only supervises the third tier of government. He stated that their autonomy has enabled council chairmen to execute projects like the Bissini Health Center. Governor Diri lauded the council chairman for the project, which he said was in line with his administration's policy of making healthcare available and affordable to the people. The Bayelsa Hensman approved an upgrade of the primary health center to a cottage hospital and urged other local government chairmen to execute people-oriented projects in their areas. On the issue of restoration of power and the construction of the road leading to Bissini, the governor said his administration will work with development agencies to make the request a reality. He also urged the Bissini people to work together to resolve their chieftaincy issue and pick an acceptable candidate, stating that if they fail to do so, he would invoke his powers as enshrined in the state's chieftaincy law. Earlier, Honorable Bulo Diseye Ndiwari, the Yanagwa Council boss, said the local government reforms under the Governor Diri administration made it possible for the council to have funds to construct the health facility. He said the hospital was constructed to give the people of Bissini access to health care in line with the state government's policy on health. Honorable Ndiwari appealed to the governor to rehabilitate the road to Bissini, restore power supply, and resolve the chieftaincy issue in the area. In his remarks, Professor Seifa Brisibe, the Commissioner for Health, appreciated the council chairman and the deputy governor for their effort in establishing a comprehensive primary health facility, which he recommended for upgrading to a cottage hospital to attract federal funding and serve more people. He said the project was a testament to the commitment of Governor Diri to the health of people of the state. Now, the burial activities of the late Honorable Numo Mikari Walter Omie have been formally announced. He hailed from several prominent chieftaincy families across Nimbe. Traditional burial rites at Tiripaga is scheduled for 2 p.m. at the same venue. Reggae night takes center stage same day from 8 p.m. till dawn at the popular Open Nimbe Civic Center. Late Honorable Numo Mikari Walter Omie, who transited onto eternal glory on November 26, 2023 after a brief illness, was aged 58 and is survived by 2 wives, 25 children, 21 grandchildren, 12 siblings, and numerous relatives too numerous to mention. Now to the foreign scene, where a court in Japan has sentenced a U.S. Marine to 7 years in prison after finding him guilty of sexually assaulting a woman in Okinawa last year. Mr. Jamel Clayton, the 22-year-old, was accused of choking a woman in her 20s while attempting to rape her in May 2024. Judge Kazumiko Obata of Naha District Court in Japan, who presided over the case, described the woman's testimony as highly credible and containing a level of specificity and authenticity that would not be possible without her actual experience. Captain Kazuma Engelkemia, the 3rd Marine Division spokesman, confirmed Mr. Clayton's conviction. And that's the Sunrise National and World News from 97.5 Golding FM Yenagoa. But before we go, here's a recap of our major stories. President Bola Tinubu has declined assent to NDLEA Act Amendment Bill. Over 100 groups have written to INEC and sought the registration of new political parties. Senate has passed the 2025 budget of Rivers State. PDP has reinstated Mr. Anyanwu as the National Secretary. Governor Diri has said Bayelsa practices full local government autonomy as he inaugurates and upgraded a health center in Bissani. And on the foreign scene, a United States Marine have been sentenced to 7 years in prison over sexual assault in Japan. And that was the Sunrise News. For news stories, comments, and observations, please send us an email at goldingfmyenagua@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok on 97.5 Golding FM Yenagoa. The news was edited by Isaac Yedode. I am Moye Steve. Good morning.
Golden FM 97.5.